Almost there. Let's squeeze in if you want. Trying to get all these cameras. So then we have to go to our watch page so we can read our comments. So life is live. Alright. Okay. We are live. Just getting everything
set up here.
Yeah, everything getting set up. Just check the volume. Yep, everything's working good. So tonight we're just trying something new. We're gonna use YouTube. No, it's been a while. We've been really busy. Just everything going on, you know, just busy. So, yeah, we're trying something new for real. We are now on Instagram. That's kind of Crystal's baby right now. She's taking care of all the Instagram stuff, and I think she's having fun with it. I think you're enjoying it. Yeah, so we're on Instagram Live right now. We are on our Reseller Life Facebook page right now, and we are live on our YouTube channel right now. So hopefully we get a few watchers with all the different things going on. So we have, this is our chat room. Where does it show how many people are online? Oh, I can't see because I unlocked. I leave product. I am awful for that. I post something and it just goes on the desk, and my desk is just covered with stock from a month ago. I see stuff from like a week ago, all the way up to today.
Come in handy though.
Yeah, they hold all the receipts. They're a cup holders, so I should be putting pens in them, but receipts work too. So, yeah, so tonight we just made a little list just because it's been a while since we've been online here with you guys, going live. Or even doing a vlog, I guess. It's been, what, a week? Yeah. 2 weeks? Something like that. As you guys know, the flea market I was working at, half of it burnt down. It just got up and running on last Friday. So I haven't been over there since. We were busy on the weekend. Monday, we were doing our own thing. Today, we're getting a local auction ready for ourselves. So we've been doing that. Crystal's been working on Amazon, working on eBay. You know, just keeping busy, grinding it. So yeah, I'll be back there tomorrow, and I'll be doing some local auction stuff there, probably doing some eBay items there. Crystal has some other things to take care of herself. Yeah, so that's what we have kind of been up to. But we have had some sales. Now, this is where Crystal kind of shines, telling me where I've left off, because I always seem to forget, as you guys know. I know we should be doing like a YouTube vlog showing all this stuff, showing you guys what it looks like, but we've just been busy, like I said. So we'll just kind of tell you everything we sold just quickly. We don't want to keep you guys too long. We know you're busy. It's a Tuesday night and still beginning of the week, so you don't really want to. You probably want to be in bed right now. And so yeah, we sold some chess pieces today. They were marble. I forget where we picked them up. Not sure.
Share center.
Was it? Oh yes, and it came with a board.
Yeah. But
the board was in the back of the Jeep, and Crystal hit a bump too hard and broke the board. No, I don't know what happened to the board. Did it break?
It's broken.
It's
it was
done. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the winter kind of took care of this board. That's
why you got to bring product upstairs, I guess, right? But well, that's one thing. But we salvaged the pieces anyways. But, you know, I didn't really want to mail that board anyways because it was marble.
It was heavy.
Yeah, it was really heavy, so it's just as well.
Yeah, I think the chess pieces are right beside her.
Yeah, the chess pieces are here. I can grab them without unplugging everything. There we go. Yeah, I pulled them out to actually do some measurements, which I should have did in the first place. But here they are. They're just like marble, just regular chess pieces. Pretty cool, really delicate, going to suck to ship, but not as bad as shipping the whole board. So, and they're heavy because they are marble. I think we paid $5 for the board and all the pieces. That was the one where the lady, it was marked $2 or something like that, and I took it up to the front, and the lady says, "Oh no, it's got to be more than $2." So I said, well, it's Mark II. And she says, well, it's worth more than that. So she ended up saying, give me $5. So we bought them for $5. And yeah, there you go. So we sold those for $21.99. YouTube doesn't look very clear.
It just did this
the focus thing, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's our big high def cam. That's barely high def. $21.99 American is what we got for those. We charged $16 to ship it because it is going to be quite expensive to ship. Then we sold a matchbook cover. It's a Vargas. So in Playboy, the artist who drew all the women was Vargas, and he did a lot of advertising for different companies on matchbooks. So we sold a matchbook for $5 plus $1.25 to ship it. Sold a postcard for $6. The Ultimate Warrior, the WWF or the WWE or I don't even know what it is anymore. But we were at a share center. These people only charge $1 for a shirt, for any shirt. So we picked it up for $1, put it in auction. Didn't know what was going to happen. Sold it for $9.99 plus $8.99 to ship it. Today we were talking in the States, like to ship a shirt's like $3 or something like that. It's crazy. And for us, this is going to be about $11 or $12 to ship. But we charged $8.99 to ship it. Vintage Firebird hat. We were standing in line and we were ready to go, and I just saw this out of the corner of my eye, and I ran over and I grabbed it and I threw it on top of all the rest of our stuff. Paid $1 for it. Ended up selling for $9.99 American plus $7.99 to ship it. Mailed it in a bubble mailer, so it probably went for around $8. So that was about right. When I was working at the market a couple years back, I bought a bunch of G.I. Joe stuff, and I wanted to really hang on to it because that was from my childhood, all the 80s G.I. Joe. But this piece here was more a 89. It was pretty cool, but we've started to get rid of a lot of that G.I. Joe stuff now. A lot of it is online. So I sold a piece of it. It was the Destro's Razorback, original Hasbro G.I. Joe toy. Sold it for $15.99. I accepted a best offer. I had it on there for $30, but the guy was also a fan, probably around my age. And yeah, he needed just like one piece off of it. So he offered, I think it was like $11.99, but I came back at $15.99 and he accepted it. So $15.99 plus $15.99 to ship it. Was at Value Village, and on the wall they have a bunch of little bags with a bunch of dinky cars and just cars and whatever on the wall. And I found a Redline, a Hot Wheels Redline. If you don't know anything about Hot Wheels Redline, go and Google it, check it out on eBay. Some of them can be a couple $100 if you get the right one in the perfect condition. This one was not in the perfect condition. It was pretty beat. Probably a parts car. They'll take the tires off of it and put it onto another Redline that they have to restore it. They might need the windshield, something like that. Maybe even the bottom plate, just to replace a rusted up bottom plate that they have. So we sold it for $13.19 plus $5 to ship it. That went to Canada as well, so that would have been a little bit cheaper for us to ship. Sold a birdhouse puzzle. We bought the original one, and it didn't have the chirping piece in it.
The bird,
yeah, like the bird noise. So I don't even know what happened to that one.
I'm not even sure. I was over in the corner over there, so I don't know.
Got lost in the mix somewhere. But we found this one, and this one was only 75 cents, and it came with the piece, so that was awesome. And we got $25.50 for it, and $12.99 to ship it, which probably be around $14 to ship, but that's okay, because this is American money. We're going to switch it over to Canadian, so we'll make some money. After that, we haven't said any of this, right? No, this is a Outlaw Biker magazine, sold it for $10. You pick them up at Value Village for $1. Any magazine, $1. We sell them all the time, and depending on the theme, the title, what issue it is, we can normally get some good money out of magazines, as long as they're in decent condition. Printer cartridges. There was a lot of 6, and we were going to put them on individually, but individually they were only like $5 or $6, so we just lotted them, and I think we put them on for around $45 for the lot, and we ended up getting $34 American plus $10 to ship it, so that was good. Stir sticks, I think we mentioned, right?
We've mentioned all that
Yeah,
stuff.
Crystal Stir Stick Adventure. Okay, so that's our first eBay site. Our second eBay site, a Sony Ericsson headset for your cell phone. This would be vintage, probably be maybe around mid 90s. Sold the headset for $5. Had it on there for $12.99. We sold it to somebody overseas, and they didn't end up paying for it or something like that. So we ended up relisting it. I didn't think it was ever going to sell, but it did sell. So $5, not a big deal. Went in a bubble mailer, and it went light packet, so it was like $5 a ship. So we charged them, it doesn't say what the shipping charge was, but it was probably around $5. The knife that we bought and showed you guys in a previous video, bought it at Value Village, paid $5 or $6.99 for it. And we took a chance because it had the mother of pearl on it, and it was just kind of cool. It was vintage, and we normally have luck with vintage pocket knives. So we sold that for $35 plus $9 to ship it, so that was a good sale. Shipping knives over the border to the U.S. is a little sketchy sometimes. I meant to track it. We didn't end up tracking it. We got talking to our friend that works there and totally forgot about it, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully it makes it. A postcard we sold for $20, just a local. It was from the early 1900s, and it was like a hockey-themed postcard, so $20 for it. Sold a Ninja Turtle book for the second time. They didn't pay the first time, relisted it, got $20 for it the second time, and it was a sale that's about 3 hours from here, so that was okay. And it's like a role-playing book, like a Dungeons & Dragons role-playing, only it's Ninja Turtles, which is really cool. Again, my kind of era, the original Ninja Turtles, Eastman and Laird, it's pretty cool. Then we bought an RC radio-controlled reference book. I guess if you went into a hobby store and they were trying to sell you a remote control car, you would get this book as kind of a promotional, just information about the item. And we sold that for $12.99. We would have paid $1 for it at Value Village. It would have been in with the magazines. Sold a hockey card for $22.50. It was a Wayne Gretzky from 1980. I think it was worth more than that. Probably anywhere between $60 and $80 card. But we put it in auction. I have a lot of cards here, and we're just trying to pump them out. So that was fine. Also, it was a Ontario, Canada sale as well, so it's pretty close to us. We didn't mention this, right? This is another puzzle that Crystal put on. Again, we buy puzzles for $1, $2. Sold this puzzle for $35.19 American. Had it on Amazon for a while. Thought it would go, didn't go. Sold it on eBay. Again, that would have been a best offer. Spice Girls. This was a funny one. I thought Crystal held up her phone and says, we got an offer for this, and all I saw was a picture of either it was the ruler or the pencils, one or the other, and they sent an offer for $10, and I thought, okay, well that's good. We only paid $1 for each item, and we lotted the pencils with the ruler, so it was 2 items going, and I said, oh yeah, that's fine, no problem, and then we sold them both for $10, so we still made $8, but it was I was hoping to get sell it on Etsy for more $30, $35, but it sat for quite a while, so $10. I'm kind of happy to get rid of it, really. Spice Girls stuff can go good. I don't know. Mel B's in the news a lot right now, so maybe that'll refresh some people's minds. The Pro Sonic. I saw this Walkman out of the corner of my eye, and I thought it said Panasonic, and it said Pro Sonic. So we bought it anyways, and I didn't notice till I got home and I was taking pictures of it, and I held it up and I said, oh, take a look at this. And Crystal, she didn't notice either, I don't think, at first, and then I said, look a little closer, and it was Pro Sonic. So we thought we were forever going to have this thing, but we turned out selling it for $15 and $10 to ship it, so $25 in total shipped. So that was good, and we haven't heard anything back. It made it. Everything seems to be fine, so... how far have we mentioned? We sold another postcard, $10 plus $2.50 early from 1910. We like to sell a lot of older stuff and collectible stuff, not so much clothing and just the random stuff you see everywhere else. We just try to be different, and that's what I've been doing now for, I don't know, 16 to 18 years now. So, Hamilton board game. We did mention that. Yeah. Sold it for $20 plus $15 to ship. And that's all on eBay. Now we'll go to the Amazons. 2 that need to be shipped, which I should have shipped today, but I didn't because we were busy working on our auction. We sold, it was, we bought it at Value Village, and it was an air filter for like a motorbike or an ATV. No, it's a Yamaha, so it could have been anything. Really, it was like an ATV size. We actually have it here, but it's in the Amazon wall, so we'll never find it. But anyways, we sold that. We would have picked it up for about $4.99 on a filter. We sold it for 25 Canadian. It's only going to Ottawa, which is great. It'll make it there with our special Venture 1 card through Canada Post within 2 or 3 days. 2 days, I think it is, to Ottawa, so that's good. Playboys. We sold so many Playboys. I bought one of the biggest collections in the area, and there was, I think, around 800 books in total. And we sold off all the 50s stuff right off the hop, and I paid around $600 or $700 for everything. And from just the 50s and just a few more other issues, I had already made about $1,200. And I have been selling these things on Kijiji. I've been selling them on Amazon. We've sold a lot. We sold to a guy in Hawaii, what, 40?
Yeah, that was,
we sold 40 of them. It was like a $500 sale. It's the gift that keeps on giving. We've sold so many and made so much money on them. But now we've fallen into Amazon only charges $3.99 to ship a magazine. And for us to mail a magazine is over $15. It's around $16 to mail a magazine, which is crazy. So this person paid $15 for the magazine, and Amazon charged him $4 for the shipping, so $18.99 in total. It cost us $16 to ship this thing. So it's kind of crazy. So we went and bought a bunch of plastic bags, and we are going to put holes in all the bags so we don't smother anybody. We're gonna put all the warnings in the bags. This is not a toy. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Pack up all the magazines and away we go. And I was actually at a garage sale last Saturday, and there was a guy, and he had a few out, and they were still in the wrap, and they were from the 90s, and I thought, I know these are worth money. So I said to him, how much do you want for the 4 books you have over there? And he says, oh, come look in the garage. And he had another 500. And he says to me, I'll give them all to you for like $400 or $500. And I thought, I'm not getting into this again, to forget it. I mean, it probably would have been good, but I don't want to get back into that again. We still have probably 3 boxes. We're doing a local auction here, and we have 2 stacks of about 12 in each stack. We're just pumping them out. So we have somebody comment there. GGC. Yes, good return. Yeah, that was a good return. So we're just going to keep pumping them out and see what happens. You won't find them at the Value Village, though. So you won't find them for $1, that's for sure. Hello Kitty sunglasses. We were at Shoppers Drug Mart. It's I don't know if they have that in the States or not. I'm not sure. It's just a drugstore, a big Canadian drugstore. And basically they have a clearance rack, and I paid $3 per set of sunglasses. And I bought about 8 of them, and we've sold them all for like $15 a shot. I think that was the last one. We got some Barbie ones in there too, but Amazon restrict you with the Barbie. They don't let you sell Barbie stuff because it's like brand name or whatever. I don't know. So we're gonna have to figure out what to do with the Barbie ones. Maybe the local sale. With the summer coming, Facebook will be really good for that. And Crystal just actually signed us up on what's it called?
Let Go.
Let Go.
Yeah.
So you can tell them about Let Go.
Well, it's just like Kijiji, really.
Yeah.
But it's more like mobile device friendly. Like you can only post using your phone. So.
And the way you were talking about it, it's almost like it had an Etsy feel to it.
Yeah, because people can favorite the items that you post.
So they can favorite your stuff, and you can actually go into like their profile and see all the stuff they've sold, like you can on eBay, and what they're selling.
See what they're selling and what they've sold. Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. It sounds like it's kind of like a mix of.
It's local again though too, right? Like it's.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like it's a mix of like eBay, and Etsy kind of thrown into one, right?
Yeah.
So you can put anything on there, but you can go in and like their store, favorite their stuff, and so we're gonna give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll try anything to resell, and I think that's gonna be next on the chopping block. Crystal Putt, how many things on there?
There's only about 3 or 4 things on there.
But 3 or 4 things,
Yeah.
but that's not bad because you only just started using it tonight,
true.
right?
Well, yeah, I downloaded it yesterday. And I got a message from somebody, and I'm like, I don't even know how to like.
Yeah, we heard a weird ding.
Yeah, and it had a weird noise. So.
Well, Etsy has their own, like, it's like a long cash register. It's like cha-ching, and then eBay's cha-ching, and then Amazon is just ding.
Yeah.
And now we got this new noise, and we're looking around like, now what is that? You know, and but that's what it was. It was just let it go, let go. I keep getting that wrong. I'm gonna get that wrong every time. So Chris will have to correct me every time.
He's thinking of Frozen, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Let it go. My daughter with the Frozen. If you have a daughter out there, you know what I'm talking about. Let it go. Okay, so we FBA'd. We've been doing a lot of FBA lately. We've probably done 5 shipments now. We started with 1, took a little bit, did the second one, then it was like 3, 4, 5 in a row. And today they just signed in another box that we sent in, and it was like as soon as we got the message saying we have signed in all the product. We had sold the glasses. They had already sold, like, just before the box even, like, landed, so that was awesome. We were at the dollar store. Yeah, we're very diversified. Yes, we are. We sell everything and anything, and I think that's what makes us different from the rest of the people. It's not a lot of clothes. It's not a lot of just one thing or that thing. I've sold dinosaur bones on eBay, in fossils. I've sold gas pumps from the 30s. We sold vehicles on there. I know a guy who buys cars on there. Like, we just do everything and anything. And the way I've always explained it is you might as well. It's like fishing, and anyone who's watched our videos knows this is what I preach. It's like fishing. So you got a whole bunch of different ponds. Amazon's a pond. eBay's a pond. Let It Go's a pond. Kijiji, Facebook, they're all ponds. So every line that you have in the water is just more fish you're going to catch. So get as many lines out there as you can. Vintage Coke machine, I need to let it go. That would be hard to ship. Yeah. Coke machines. We have sold them in store at the flea market I work at and have worked at in the past. You can get good money for them, depending on the age of it. It's vintage, so that's good. The older it is, kind of the better. If it's working, that's another thing. Condition, that's a huge thing with the Coke collectors is condition. But even in bad condition, they'll restore it. You know, there was a whole show years back. I don't know if it's on anymore. It used to follow the American Pickers, Restoration Garage, or I don't know what it was, Restoration something. And the guy would take things like that and actually fix them up. And yeah, it was pretty cool. So yeah, definitely do your research on that Coke machine. Find out what it's worth and, compare it to yours, the one that's for sale, figure out the price and if it's working. And people will travel for that too. If you have a Coke collector, they will travel right across the country to get what they want. As you know, eBay is really a lot based around collectors. And if they see something that they want, they will travel for it. They will pay money. You've probably sold something, I know we have, where the shipping costs more than the item. Just because they're a collector and they need that one. So they'll pay for it, they'll travel for it. Just have to have the right... Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you just have to find the right person. They're out there. You'll find them eventually. There's a saying that a mechanic I used to work with used to always say, there's an ass for every seat. So you will find that person. But yeah, we're at the dollar store, and we've been doing a lot of retail arbitrage, but at the dollar store, really, it's cheap, and we can find something for $1, $2, $3, and flip it for a lot more than that. So we found a diver's towel, and we paid $2 for it, I think it was. Sent it to FBA in Canada. That was the Canadian FBA. And it just sold to somebody kind of within 2 hours from here, 2-3 hours, for $12.99. And we don't have to ship it. We don't have to do anything. It's already at FBA. The guys already paid. They deal with it. So that's awesome. Again, at the dollar store, they had Frozen. Let It Go Frozen. They had the little cupcake holders that you would make your cupcakes in. And they were $1 a piece, $1.25. And we bought 2 of them. because there was none on there. So there was no price point on Amazon for this. So I said, let's just buy them. So we bought them. And we put them on for $4.99. And we sold 3 of them? I think we bought 3 of them, didn't we? I think so. 2 or 3. Anyways, we sold them both. We sold one, and then like within an hour, another one sold.
Yeah.
So we went back to the dollar store and bought 6 of them. So we have now just mailed them off. Me and my daughter are packing up the box the other day. And do we have comments down there? We're telling your followers that you started. Oh, okay. Some people joining. That's cool.
Yeah.
We've never used the Instagram for live. This is kind of new to us. Crystal's kind of taken that by the reins. So
the writing's really small though.
yeah, it's really small. I need my loop.
I might have to change my font again.
Yeah.
Back to normal.
Oh, you did that.
Well,
That's
I
your
don't know.
fault.
Well, no, it's just the font. I don't know if it's. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just really tiny.
But yes, so $4.99, and did we change the price on them?
Yes, to $5.99.
$5.99.
Yeah.
So we bought 6 more, sent them into FBA, and we've now put it up to $5.99. Since it went so fast the first time, we're thinking we might get that extra $1. If not, you have full access on your Amazon account to go in and drop it, even if the item's at FBA. So we'll just drop it if we have to. So those are both those. Oh, yeah, there was 3.
Yeah.
So it was bang, 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 and it was like all on the same day.
Yeah.
Sold some stickers. I don't even remember posting these stickers. I don't know where these stickers came from. They were Star Wars, the Clone Wars glow-in-the-dark stickers. I didn't even know what box they were in, but I have a big database. We have probably about 63 boxes now full of stock, and I didn't know where they were. But I pulled up my Amazon inventory, and we were able to find them, thank God.
Yeah.
They only sold for $5.99, plus the person paid $5.54, so $11.53 in total, and it's going to Quebec, which isn't too far from here. So that was a good sale, mystery sale. Just didn't even know we had it. We bought the Pacific audiobook, so it's just like a history on the Pacific, World War II. We paid $4.99, I think it was, at a Value Village in a local place, Belleville, around here. And we sold that to, it says, a business buyer in the States. Sold that for $25 plus $3.99, so $28.99 shipped. So that was a good sale. Batman. We were at a thrift store, and on the table they have like a little, what do you call it, basket full of just a whole bunch of junk.
Random stuff,
So I was just rummaging through the junk while we were waiting to get through the line, and I saw this thing that had Batman on it, and I'm a comic geek, so I'm like, ooh, Batman, you know, and I picked it up, brought it home, put it on eBay, put it on Amazon.com, and put it on Amazon.ca. A couple days later, Amazon.com slapped us on the wrist and said, you're not allowed to be selling that on Amazon. So we said, okay, and they took it off, whatever, and that was the end of that. Left it on eBay, nothing happened. Then all of a sudden, we get the Amazon.ca message that it had sold. So Amazon.com didn't let us sell it, but Amazon.ca didn't care, and they sold it for us.
Which we see a lot. We're seeing more of that.
Yes, which
lately.
kind of brings us to another topic.
Yeah.
We'll just kind of change gears here for a second. We do a lot of puzzles and textbooks. And just yesterday, Crystal went to put on 3 puzzles, and all 3 of them said...
that I could only sell it in new. It only gave me the option to sell it as new.
As new only, not allowed to sell it
Or
secondhand.
I had to get a request for approval. But
Yeah.
I classified it as infant toys or something.
Which is kind of crazy because I just went on and said, let me see. And I took some of the puzzles that we already had, and I took the SKUs, and I put them in as if I was selling it as a new product. Not new, but as like a new to our inventory, as a used product. And it worked. So it must only be certain brands they're starting to limit. I'm not sure. Because Cobble Hill's kind of given us that problem, haven't they? They'll only let us sell it in used condition, but not new condition. Or something like that.
Now it's only new.
Now it's for Cobble Hill?
Yeah, because that's what I had.
That's like our main puzzle is Cobble Hill, but so I don't know what's going on. FBA just today at 3 in the morning, I got an email saying that they were now not letting people sell items in the music category They didn't say if it was CDs. They didn't say if it was guitars. I don't really know. They weren't very specific. So I think from now on, and I advise all you guys to do this too, if you're out scanning, don't just scan it and see the price and just throw it in your cart if it looks good. Actually hit sell yours. Like you own it, and just hit sell. Make sure it loads up the sell screen and that you can actually post it. Because if you don't do that, it will show that you can sell it. But when you get it home, and this has happened to us a couple times, when you get it home, it won't let you sell it. And now you got a book you can't sell. So it goes on eBay, and we can't sell a book on eBay. Yeah, it just sits there. So we actually have a rat cage, and we have 2 textbooks that are holding the lid down so they don't jump up and knock the lid and run around the table like they have before and eat in our headphones and eat my hat and everything else. So yeah, Amazon's making some changes. There's a lot of people, a lot of skeptics out there saying Amazon's slowly going to start weaning everybody off of Amazon. And eventually Amazon's just going to be Amazon, and there won't be any more Amazon for amateur people like us to be selling on anymore. Reezy Resell was on there the other day, and he was talking about textbooks. People were selling textbooks in new condition, which it gives you the option to do, and people were doing it. And now they're being Amazon is being sued by, I think it was 6 or 8 different textbook companies. So that's kind of scary. So now if you sell these textbooks, you have to put them in as used in good condition, I guess. So, but I mean, that's what we do anyways. So yeah. I don't think we'll be getting a letter that we're being sued, thank God. Because I guess Amazon was doing that, was passing on the user who was selling it and giving their information to the people who were suing Amazon. So now they were suing individual people. So, navigating the rules. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Making a whole business model based around Amazon is kind of what we were focused on doing. And we've only been doing it Amazon since about last June or July, around there. Yeah. And maybe even after that, maybe September.
I think it was like August.
August?
Yeah.
Okay. And already I've seen a lot of stuff get limited. A lot of things that we were able to sell aren't allowed to sell. And just in the last 2 days, the puzzles and music. Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen. We'll have to see. A lot of people are skeptical about sending. And what really sucks is if you have a CD there, it says that you have to go through your inventory and you have to mark it as return it back to us. So I don't know if that's a fee for us now because they changed their minds and we can't sell it. We now have to pay to have it shipped back to us. I don't know. Or you can have it destroyed, which means they probably take it and keep it and sell it for themselves. Yeah. So the corrosion textbook, which looked like it was eaten by corrosion. The whole bottom corner was eaten off of it. But this textbook was like $150 textbook. We put ours on for $60 and it sold $63.99 American. So that's like $80 Canadian. So that was good. But again, $25 for us to ship, which sucks. That's it for that. Pending FBA orders. Some adult coloring books. These are really big right now. We can pick them up pretty cheap. I've sold a lot of 3. Not sure it's not, well, this will show $15 for 3 adult coloring books. Pick them up really anywhere. Thomas the Train audio CD, I don't know, sold for $10. This is all FBA stuff, sunglasses and the towels. So that is all of our sale. No, I think we have one more, an Etsy sale. Etsy, we get like one Etsy sale a month and we get like all excited, you know, our big Etsy sale for the month. And
we don't have as many products on Etsy though.
No, we have probably a little over 100 products on Etsy. We probably have to go in and do some more relisting. I was really hardcore on Etsy for a while, just getting stuff on there and really working on it hard, and the results just weren't there, so there was really not a lot of motivation, so I kind of backed off on it a bit and started focusing back again on eBay and Amazon. But I should start focusing a bit more on there. What else went with the textbooks? So be careful. Yeah, Amazon, they can just change their mind, and that's it. And there's some people on there who only do business with CDs. So you got to think, if you're a CD dealer and you have 30,000 CDs at Amazon, and now Amazon says, listen, you can't sell them on Amazon anymore, you now need to return 30,000 CDs back to you. And then CDs aren't a big sale really on eBay. It's hard to sell a CD. Etsy, it's okay on Etsy if you have the right CD. Like any of the early rap stuff, NWA and stuff like that, if you get the early stuff, it can go good. But for a regular run-of-the-mill CD, I mean, you can just send it FBA to Amazon and just let it sit, and when it sells, it sells. But now you don't have that option. I could not imagine bubble wrapping 30,000 CDs. And they're not going to sell as good if they're not on Amazon. So I don't know what those sellers are going to do. Then the booksellers, just 2-3 months ago, they got hit with a fee, or were warned they were going to be hit by a fee for storage, because Amazon was housing all these items, and they had so many items there that they decided, now we're just like a big warehouse. We're a storage place as well, and we don't want to be a storage place. So if they want to send us in like junk or things that aren't going to move, then we're going to start charging them for storage space, which, I mean, I don't blame them. But again, somebody with 50,000 books, pocketbooks, your fee, they were talking like thousands and thousands of dollars a month in fees. Like, it's crazy. And Amazon can just pull that whenever they want. You know, they own Amazon, they can do what they want, so. But yeah, back to our big Etsy sale. It was a pin. It was a Native American made pin. I think it was, let's just say it was plastic. It was plastic. You're not allowed to sell antler, bone, anything like that on these sites. So it was plastic, and we sold it for $70 plus $7 to ship it, and it went out to British Columbia, where a lot of native art comes from. So that's kind of cool. Okay, and I guess that's it. Other than the local sales, we've had a lot of local sales lately with a few things we've just bought online. Bought some stuff out of China and just have been selling it online on Facebook and on Kijiji. Sold a German beer stein. I think I mentioned that before. I don't know. Local sales, again, something that we should get into, but just are so busy. I don't know. Today I went into our inventory, I guess last night as well, and I pulled 140 items out of our inventory. But I mean, that's not really a lot. On one eBay site, we have 414. On another eBay site, we have another 769. That's not including all the stuff I probably have to relist. That just hasn't got relisted today. So pulling 140 items, not that big of a deal. And that's all going to go in a local auction. So we'll see how that goes. We'll let you guys know how that goes.
And it's stuff that's been on eBay for a while.
That's right.
That's what you were pulling, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it is, if we continue to relist,
the fees that you're paying.
Well, yeah, if you have, say we have a postcard from 1918 or whatever, and we're selling it for $10, and we've reposted it like 15 times, you know, that adds up. You're pretty much, why even sell the postcard at this point? You've paid more in fees than what the thing's worth. So we're gonna pull that stuff, a lot of that stuff, and we're just going to sell it on this local auction. The local auction is like a local eBay thing. People go online. It goes for 7 days, and they just bid on the items, and then they come right to the location where you're having the auction, and they just have their invoice, and they give you their last name, and you give them the product, and everything's done through the company who runs the auction, so you don't touch any money. It's all done through the company. So it's good. Then you just get a check. I used to work there, but now I just make money by working, doing my own thing there. A couple sales on the flea market site that's where I work. We'll just go through quickly. I don't want to bombard you guys with too many sales, but sold a keychain of a bottle for $10, a whole bunch of ham radio crystal fuse things, $41, and a book by a famous artist who signed his name in it, but he also drew little pictures inside of the book, which was really cool. Sold it for $107.50. Sold a Coleman lantern. Coleman lanterns, look at Coleman lanterns. Something you wouldn't really think of, but the Coleman lantern collector base is insane. They will pay thousands of dollars for these things. We sold one for $276.50. But some of the older lanterns, it depends on color. It depends on the model number. You could sell pieces for hundreds of dollars. Definitely, if you see a Coleman lantern, look it up. Look up the model number. They're always marked on there. Well, from what I have seen anyways. And look them up and pick them up. You can get them sometimes for $20. And I've seen somebody buy one for $40 or $50 down at the market and flip it for around $1,400-1,500. So, look at your Coleman lanterns. That's the tip of the day. I guess that's about it. I probably mentioned everything else in the other ones. So. Okay, so recent sales we talked about. Working on the local auction, back to the flea market tomorrow. It's back up and running. If you look back at our last vlog, you'll see footage from the fire. We were there live with the owner, Dwayne. Kind of helping him out dealing with that, and it was just craziness over the last couple of weeks with all that, but seems to be up and going for now. See what happens in the future. Recent purchases, have we bought anything lately? We just pick things up here and there. It's hard to really keep track. Starbucks mugs, we're always picking them up. I bought a bunch the other day. I think I might even shown you guys. Picked up another one the other day.
There's a couple, I guess, that are in the kitchen, actually.
Are they? Yeah, we wash them before we sell them. So, I don't know. We've picked up a few things here and there, but nothing really worth a great value. Nothing really to report. Just small things here and there. $20, $30 items. We'll do video photos. Now on Instagram. Yeah, now on Instagram. That's something else we just wanted to mention. So, definitely check us out on Instagram. And, yeah, I guess if anyone has any questions, just shoot them off now, and we can answer any questions for you. I don't know. We'll just wait for any questions. I don't know. Our YouTube, it's been slow lately. We've noticed our views have started picking up, but YouTube have just made a rule that you need 10,000 subscribers before you see any money. We're not really in this for money. I don't even know if we knew that you could make money at you. No, I think I did know, because a friend of mine, Rockstar Flipper, I think he mentioned he was making money, but I mean, he has like 25,000 subscribers, and
he didn't intend to get to that.
Well, he said he was only making enough to like barely cover his grocery bills. So I mean, we never set out on YouTube for that.
Yeah,
we set out on YouTube to help people and answer questions and get people started. And I know we've been pushing a few of our fans to get onto Etsy and just stuff like that, and just show you guys what's out there, new ideas, like just different things. You don't have to sell clothing, you don't have to sell the norm. You can definitely jump all around. So that's what we do. We jump around and try different things.
And you do want to do a video for photos.
Oh, that's what that meant. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. I have had 2 requests in the last week to do videos for taking photos of items. So I will do that. I meant to do that a lot earlier, but again, it's been busy. And it's kind of been like Noah Ark time around here lately. It's been raining for
cloudy.
How many days? Like days. There's roads washed out. There's roads closed down. There's roads washed away. Today we headed out of town and we had to take a detour because there was too much water over the bridge, so they couldn't even let people go down the road. What was the other thing? A piece of road got washed away locally around here. We've been slowly watching it come up in our backyard. We're wondering how close it was going to get, but now it seems to be going down a bit. So with the weather being so bad, my point is, it's been cloudy. I like to use natural light for my photos. I mean, I don't always have that option, but if I'm going to make a video on pictures, I'm going to wait till I have that option. Let's do it right.
Yeah.
So I don't know what tomorrow's like. We'll see how much time I have. Maybe we can do that tomorrow. Post it up. See what happens. See how busy we are. But yeah, I guess we don't have any questions. So I guess that about sums it up for us. We'll just keep going at it, and you guys keep pushing away,
Keep
plugging
viewing,
away.
keep watching us.
Yeah, tell your friends. And send us suggestions too, you know. I think that's another thing with these YouTube videos is it's like we're just going to sit down and do the same thing. We're going to show you guys stuff we sold. We're going to show you we were out today, this and that. But if we know that you guys want to see something specific, or, you know, if you have a question about an item, maybe we could do some research and let's look into that item. Like, you know, something like, what does the hallmark of a lion mean on something silver? Do your research. What does that mean? You know, stuff like that. If you're out and you think it's silver plate and you see that lion and you walk past it, well, you should be picking that up. Yeah, so just send us some questions. We have the Facebook page. We're going to start working on a web page. That's one thing I want to do in the next couple days. Geez, there's so much I want to do in the next couple days. Affiliate programs. We just started with those as well on web pages, and just been busy with everything. So, but we'll keep you guys in the loop as we keep going. And yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. So like, subscribe, find us on Facebook and all over the place. Instagram. If you can't find us, just send us a message and we'll get you in contact with us for sure. So, all right, everybody. Well, you guys all have a good night and keep picking away.